Have you ever been in a position where every single penny you had counted? Have you ever given when you felt like you had nothing left to give? Today, we're diving into an incredible story captured in the Gospels, one that reveals the very essence of generosity. Welcome to the Widow's Offering, a story of true generosity. Thousands of years ago, the streets surrounding the temple in Jerusalem were bustling with activity. The air carried the scent of spices and fresh bread, and the distant calls of merchants echoed through the walls. Today's story unfolds during one such vivid and chaotic day. Inside the temple courtyard, people came and went. Wealthy individuals, adorned in flowing robes and gold ornaments, approached a massive donation chest with grand gestures. Clanging coins filled the chest, and the sound was as much an announcement as the offering itself. Look at how much I give. But amidst the rich, unnoticed by most, came a poor widow. Hunched over slightly from the labors of life, her hands were calloused and her cloak tattered. Dark skin weathered by the harsh desert sun, yet her eyes glimmered with something profound. Despite the clamor around her and despite her meager possessions, she approached the chest with quiet dignity. In her trembling hands, she held 2 small coins. These were leptas, the smallest denomination in circulation, worth less than a modern penny. To others, they were insignificant, barely worth noticing. Perhaps those looking on scoffed, or maybe they didn't notice her at all. But today, Jesus was watching. Seated nearby with his disciples, Jesus observed the scene closely. With a gentle but firm voice, he called his followers closer, their eyes shifting from the extravagant donors to the poor widow. Jesus did not rebuke the wealthy for their abundance, but he revealed something far more profound. "Truly I tell you," Jesus began, "this poor widow has put in more than all the others, for they gave out of their wealth, but she, out of her poverty, gave everything she had, all she had to live on." The disciples exchanged puzzled looks. How could her tiny offering outweigh the bags of gold and silver given by the wealthy? But Jesus wasn't looking at the coins, he was looking at the heart. This widow gave not just a portion, but everything. To her, an extra meal, a bit of security, or even just comfort could have been bought with those coins. Yet she trusted God so deeply that she offered all she had left. Her gift came from a place of faith, not extravagance, a faith so pure and unshakable that it has resonated through generations, reaching even us today. Now let's bring this lesson into our lives. How often do we give, but only out of our abundance? Sure, it's easy to give when it doesn't cost us much, but true generosity looks like the widow's. It's sacrificial, it's bold, and it trusts in God's provision. It's not the amount you give, but the heart with which you give it. Imagine that level of faith, to give everything you have and trust that God will take care of the rest. It's both challenging and inspiring, isn't it? So often we think of giving as a financial transaction, yet God defines it as a condition of the heart. He values the intent over the amount and sees the sacrifice over the sum. Next time you're faced with an opportunity to give, be it your time, resources, or kindness, ask yourself, am I giving like the widow? Not out of obligation, but out of love, faith, and true generosity. The widow's offering reminds us that even the most seemingly insignificant gifts can carry infinite value in God's eyes. It doesn't matter how much we have when what truly matters is the heart with which we hold it. What will you do with this story today?